welcome to Health Matters right here on Channels Television. We are so glad that you could join us. Most newborn babies are fed with breast milk these days, at least in the first few weeks of life. And experts recommend that 6 months of breastfeeding should be afforded every child. Statistics from the World Health Organization published as recently as July 2015 say that globally, less than 40% of infants under 6 months are breastfed exclusively. And that this contributes to 800,000 infant deaths every year. The Apex Health Body hopes to increase the percentage of exclusive under 6 month breastfeeding to 50% by 2025. This year, the theme for the World Breastfeeding Week is Breastfeeding and Work. Let's make it work. My guest on the show is Lola Alonge, the CEO, Child Health Advocacy Initiative. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you, my pleasure being here.
What's so good about breast milk? Let's start from there.
Breast milk, the original. Let me use that word first. It's so beneficial to the baby, to the mother. Starting with the baby, for example, when you breastfeed a baby, you're sure that baby is going to have immunity. Colostrum, which comes out first after delivery, is the first first immunization the baby gets, and that gives the baby a lot of immunity for life. Then we're talking of bonding. When you breastfeed a child, when you're breastfeeding a child, you see the child just looking at the face of the mother. The bonding is there.
He also pulls her hair.
Yeah, so you can see the love, and that bonding goes there for life. Then you're talking about actually making sure you don't have to spend money on formula. When we're talking about, especially in developing countries like Nigeria, reducing poverty, why would you use the money you're supposed to use for other family necessities?
So there's actually no extra cost?
Obviously, it is free, given by God. Then, of course, the IQ of the child is also very good. It's like any child that is breastfed, you will see most times very intelligent. Breastfeeding has a lot of benefits to the baby, and then even to the mother. Oh, you talk about a mother, most mothers who breastfeed, they easily get back to their shape. And then you also see most...
And that's what they complain about, that if they breastfeed their children, they lose shape and they sag.
That's not true. Most mothers who breastfeed are like, after delivery, they easily get back to their shape. And then the issue of breast sagging or not, that's so funny. Because when you look at the benefits of breastfeeding, and now you're talking of breast sagging or not, the issue is by nature, a woman's body is going to sag gradually as that woman ages. So the issue of it sagging is not whether you breastfeed or not. That breast will still sag.
It will sag.
We've seen it. So it's obvious. It's practical. So just do what is right for your child and give that baby the breast milk.
Okay. So a lot of mothers work now, and they say you should express the milk and give it to the child. How is this done?
Yes, that's why the theme for this work this year is good. Breastfeeding and work. Let's make it work. If you have to get back to work, let's say after 3 months, you can easily express your milk. And that starts with making sure you clean the area of your nipple area. And then you can use your hand, that's hand expression. You can also use the pump and express enough milk for your child so that child can be fed with that milk when you're not there. And then when you leave the milk there, it can stay out of the refrigerator, even in Nigeria with our climate, for 6 good hours.
When you express it and you're not putting it in the fridge, do you have to put it inside warm water or something, or you just leave it there on the counter?
Actually, the best way to do it, you just get a cup that has a cover, and then you express enough, and then cover it. And then at times, maybe because of ants and things walking around, you can get a bowl of water, and then put it into the bowl.
Okay, that's just because of the ants?
Yes.
Not to keep it good?
Not really.
To stop it from souring?
No, it won't sour for about 6 hours.
Even in our heat?
Yes, for about 6 hours, maximum. And then you can now put it in the fridge for 3 days if you have constant power. They can even freeze it for up to 3 months, but that's not advisable. It's good to give it as fresh as possible. So we can always say 6 hours, you can leave the milk for 6 hours and breastfeed the baby with it, and it will still be okay.
Okay. So this mother has expressed milk, she has put it on the counter, and it's time for a feed. She's gone to work, somebody else is going to feed the baby. What does the person do? Just take it out of the water and give the baby, or is there some sort of preparation?
Well, it's better if probably maybe just get warm water, and then put the cup. Stainless steel cup is common around, and it's okay. Put it inside the warm water so that it can just get warm a little, and then bring it out, and then use a spoon to feed the baby, like a teaspoon, a small spoon to feed the baby. It's not advisable to use a bottle because of contamination, because I know a lot of mothers would finish expressing and then maybe they pour it in a bottle and then they feed the baby with a bottle again. The teeth of the baby, most times we are not sure it's properly sterilized, so it's better to avoid using the bottle again if you have expressed the milk. Rather, use a spoon and feed the baby with a spoon.
Okay, now, a lot of people complain about backache after breastfeeding. How does a woman actually breastfeed and not get backache?
Yeah, like a lot of women, oh, breastfeeding is tasking. Oh, it's not easy to do it. And I think it's because they have not mastered the skills and techniques. And that's what my organization, Childhood Advocacy Initiative, is really focusing on. That, yes, we know it could be tiring, but if you master the skills and techniques of breastfeeding, you will be able to breastfeed that baby properly, which starts from positioning and attaching the baby properly when you're breastfeeding that baby. You need to make sure you hold the whole body of the baby is supported and you move the baby close to your breast.
The whole body of the baby is
properly supported.
So the arm is like that?
Yes. And then you pull the baby close to you, and then when the baby is feeding, make sure the baby does not just latch on the nipple, because that's what caused the cracked or sore nipples. Rather, let the baby's mouth must cover most, not all, of the black area called areola, which means the baby will be able to...
So the mouth has got to be wide open on the mother.
Exactly. And then you have to be comfortable. You don't bend for any reason. You must sit upright. And then draw the baby close to you.
How about a pillow? Can someone use a pillow at the back?
Just make yourself comfortable such that you don't have to bend for any reason. And then you draw the baby close to you. And then we also advise at times some babies, especially when they're small, they wrap them up, the hands up. We advise leave the baby's hand to be free. Let the baby's hand touch the breast, just like they will get used to holding the bottle later on. So that when the baby touches the breast, it stimulates the breast milk to come out. So with those skills being acquired by the mother, and then, of course, we say take enough fluids, have enough rest, and then make sure you at least you have enough rest, so you're not stressed. And like within a few minutes, oh, I'm tired. Oh, this milk is not flowing. Oh, this baby is not taking it. Oh, I'm tired. And usually, you need to master the skills and techniques.
Here are some positions of breastfeeding. Could you just run through this? What's this like? That lady lying down, the second woman. Doctors have advised they shouldn't do that,
yes,
but they are putting it up as a technique.
Well, a lot of women, especially when at night, they try to just find a kind of comfortable position. But I must say it's still not the best for the safety of
especially if the woman is busty.
Yes, so that the baby does not get suffocated. Although most times, some people say, oh, my breast is so big, I'm scared.
You know, at the end of the day, most mothers are tired and just do it anyway.
Yes,
so it's good to teach them how to. Number one looks like probably the most famous position.
That's the best position when the baby is actually properly close, the head is supported, the whole body of the baby is supported, and then you can see the baby touching the breast and then latching on properly to the breast itself. That's the first one. The second, of course, the sleeping position, not the best at all. The third one, a little bit fear, but not actually, because she's bending. Bending.
I noticed she's bending, so she could get a backache.
Yes, she's not comfortable like that, so it shouldn't be like that.
There's a type where the baby actually faces the mother. How do they do that? She's carrying the baby is facing her, and she's breastfeeding.
It's still
what
not
does she do with the rest of the body?
It's not ideal, because obviously
there she is.
Okay, that's it. She's not going to be so...
But this is like half and half.
Yes,
this is like half and half.
A little bit better. She's still supporting the baby to some extent, and the baby is latching on to properly. But I'm not sure she is very comfortable.
Okay, so like this woman may want to use a pillow at her back.
Probably,
if she's going to do this.
Yeah, to make her more comfortable.
Now let's talk about the baby for a bit. Is it possible for the baby to get a backache if you don't position him well?
Obviously,
how
the baby may start moving, and like the baby, they react easily too. If they are not comfortable, they'll probably move, and maybe don't even want to take the breast milk any longer. If they are not comfortable, so you need to also make
that could make the child lose interest.
Yes. You have to make that child comfortable, and that's why we say you must support the whole body of the baby, so the baby is also comfortable.
Some parents insist that their baby bites them intentionally, and they just, this baby is different. It's not like yours. This one bites me. And he knows what he's doing. So I'm not giving him breast milk.
I've heard about that. It's quite funny. But I think at times, of course, most times before you breastfeed, your hands must be properly washed. So in such situations, you just don't pull away fast. It's like one you're going to actually get some injury, your nipple is going to get more injured or sort of. Maybe the advice I think at times is like put your finger into the mouth of the baby.
To break the suction.
Yeah, so that the baby would at least release like that. It's true they do at times.
So you're not giving anybody any excuse to
no, but I must say we should just bear the little aspect. And I know most times when the baby too has to master how to breastfeed properly, so that the baby won't be biting for any reason. And I think gradually too, if you position, make sure that breast is properly. If the baby does not latch too much on the nipple, the baby will not even have that opportunity to bite that nipple. So make sure the baby's mouth is wide open to latch on the black area.
Yeah. Isn't it expected that mothers will have a bit of pain? Isn't that expected?
Well, a little. Let's be realistic. A little, but it's worth the sacrifice. You've seen all the benefits, not even for the present, but even for the future of even that child and even for the mother as well. So it's worth the sacrifice. It was the little pain, but I'm sure with positioning and attaching properly, mothers will be able to overcome some of these challenges. Yeah.
Is there anything the mother should do while she's still expecting to make sure that breastfeeding is successful after the baby is born, or does she just wait till she has the baby?
No, normally they always say you need to prepare your breast for breastfeeding, which means most times make sure you, I think you rub a little bit of ointment at times to make the nipple
while she's still pregnant?
Yes, to make sure the nipple area, the black area, is going to be not too dry. Yeah, so she needs to prepare the breast a little. And then, of course, before you breastfeed, make sure you clean up properly, and then you feed the baby.
All right. Now, how, apart from that special preparation and everything, let's go to the feeding proper. How long should a baby feed? How long should one feed last?
Okay, I think the first campaign is within the first hour of birth, put the baby to breast. And then after that, make sure, feed the baby on demand.
Okay.
That's why some people say, oh, maybe the milk is not coming out. It's better you feed on demand. It's like a factory. The more the demand, the more the supply.
Okay, so demands can be different depending on the child.
It should be on demand. At least 6 times, minimum of 6 times, the baby must be fed throughout the day. And then you make sure you may empty one breast before moving to the other breast.
We're going to talk about this emptying when we come back.
Keep the baby long enough and make sure you're sure it's really, really empty before you move on.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and continue from there. Just stay with us. We are coming back from a break in 1 minute.